Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Shai Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutations to all the Akim that are doing this work in truth and sincerity, that are risking their lives and their freedom to do so, to the confusion of faith brothers joined unto our ranks, to the hopefully lacking the Akwaf that are listening and learning. Peace and salutations. This video is called Europe is Dying. The channel is called No Return, and it's just one that I stumbled across as I'm reading and doing research and looking for videos that are relevant to the times that we're living in, and how the prophecies in the Bible are being played out. The son of perdition, who is Esau, Edom. This is the daughter of Edom, more likely than not, on the screen. And the recompense to Edom for what they've done throughout the earth is at hand. That's there. And this one says Europe is dying, and you're looking at a civil war in America, and you're looking at racial genocide in Africa. Every place where the Edomite dwell on the earth, recompense is coming upon them. All right, they've lived deliciously from the crimes of their forefathers, which they don't want to acknowledge. I always want to say that was in the past, but yet they live deliciously from those acts, and never at any time sought to return the land, the property, or any of the wealth that they accumulated from those crimes. This is Colossians 3 and 25, and it reads, I'm going to start at 24. Knowing that Yahweh, ye shall receive a reward of inheritance, for ye serve Lord Hamashiach. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he have done, and there is no respect of persons. So Edom as a race has never paid for their crimes until now. The curses are clearly falling upon them worldwide. This is a reading from the book Bartholomew de la Costa's, an account much abbreviated of the destruction of the Indies with related texts. I'll actually bring the book into the frame so you can see the title. Bartholomew de la Costa's, an account much abbreviated of the destruction of the Indies with related texts. All right, I highly suggest you get a copy of this book. I actually have two different copies that were translated from two different authors, and they pretty much say the same thing. This is page 41, and it says, and each of the Indians you have that serve you, put them in chains and have them in irons to be slaves. And so they did. And so they set them in shackles with the king's irons to be slaves of all of them that could be bound. And I saw the sons of the principal lord of the city put in irons, the evil deeds being seen by the Indians, who were released by the others throughout the land. And the Indians began to come together to arm themselves. The Spaniards wrought great devastation and slaughter among them. They turned toward Guatemala, where they built a city, the same city that now is in judgment, has been destroyed by divine justice, with three deluges together, one of water and another of earth and another of stones, thicker than 10 and 20 oxen. When all the lords and men able to wage war had died, the Spaniards cast the rest into the aforesaid hellish servitude by requiring slaves as tribute, being given their sons and daughters, because they have no other slaves, and sending ships filled with them to be sold in Peru with the other slaughter. So they were shipping native people in ships, cargo slave ships. That's for you black only Israelites, all right? Okay? They also went through the curses. Sending ships filled with them to be sold to Peru, and the other slaughter and devastation which outnumber they carried out. They have destroyed and laid waste a kingdom of human leagues on a side above, and the happiest and most fertile of the most populous exist upon earth. And this very tyrant wrote that more populous than the kingdom of Mexico, and he said true, his brothers and others have slain above 4 or 5 million souls in 15 or 16 years, from the year 1524 to 1540, and still today do slay and destroy those that remain, and will surely wise and all the rest are slain. Okay, I might not add that Christopher Columbus has a famous quote, and one of those quotes is that he never put down his sword. He never stopped. Okay. It says, and it was this man's custom that when he was about to make war upon some villages, he would take with him all he could already subject Indians, that he might wage war upon others. And since he could not feed the 10 or 20,000 men that he took, he gave leave to eat the Indians they had captured. And here they have images that of butcher shops where they've hacked natives to pieces and are butchering them and feeding them to their men and to their dogs. They were eating them. All right, these are Edomites, Christians. They came